You have been one of those people, like many others, that have wanted the Epstein files to be released. I also am on your side on this. It doesn't matter whether it's Democrats or Republicans that are exposed. Why is Donald Trump calling people like you stupid? He said that today. And he's saying that, David, people like you were duped by the Democrats. What is your response to that?
Yeah, I don't feel duped. I have been talking to, gosh, I have been talking about Epstein now. I feel like for a week straight. And I kind of understand the president this morning being like, you know what, I'm done with it. If you're with me or you're not, I kind of understand where he's coming from. Look, I get it. A lot of people are upset. They want transparency. There's a little bit of a messaging fumble. I would admit about this whole Epstein thing. But where I'm at right now with it is, look, some things have been released. People say released files. Some things have been released. Look, we have flight logs, we have some black books, and obviously we have evidence that was used in the prosecution of Epstein and Maxwell, and people are in jail for it. But at this point, it's just becoming a moving goalpost and a giant nag. And
Why
for
wasn't
everything, yeah.
why wasn't a moving goalpost for the last five years? Why is it all of a sudden a moving goalpost now? Because Donald Trump doesn't want to think about it. I don't understand that.
No, it would, in my opinion, what it looks like is no matter where we go with this Epstein stuff, no matter how much is released, it'll still never be enough. If it's a redacted file, they'll have issues with the redaction. If there's no redaction, then they'll be upset that why aren't more people who are listed in this files getting arrested because of the lack of evidence. Then if we arrest people and then they aren't convicted, they'll say the judicial system is corrupt and part of the list. They were probably on Epstein Island too. No matter where you go with this, nobody's ever going to be happy. And I would rather celebrate the wins of this administration and also focus on the work that we have to do ahead. Look, I understand Donald Trump's position of saying, I'm ready to move on if you're with me or you're not with me, because the reality is Donald Trump doesn't need us to be reelected again, but we need him a lot more than he needs us. We need him to carry out the rest of the agenda the American people put him in office to complete. And I'm confident that he's going to continue to deliver on as many of the promises as he can keep within his power for the rest of his term.
But it was Pam Bondi who made the promises. It was Donald Trump who made the promises. It was the MAGA base that was talking about this for years and years. And now all of a sudden I'm hearing it's confusing from people like you and so many others. Now all of a sudden, let's just trust the government. No, you know what? Let's just let it be and let's let it go. There are obviously a lot of children that were molested. There are obviously, if there's not an actual list, there's certainly a lot of names. Why all of a sudden are you taking the approach of, let's just let the president do his thing and let's just put this in the back burner? I just find that to be very politically convenient, Dave.